Hey everyone, my name is Titanic, and welcome back to another episode of Titancraft Season 10, episode number 285. I have the episode number memorized for this one. The last episode, I completely blanked on the episode number, and I felt like an idiot when I was going back and post-editing, and I'm like, I don't know, why did I even bother bringing up what episode number it was if I didn't know? I don't know. But it's 285 today, we're almost at 300, I can't wait. It's been a really long weekend. So yesterday I filmed a long episode right before I had to go work all day. Well, I worked all day yesterday and I was so tired that I basically just kind of laid around doing nothing last night and passed out for 11 hours. And then I got up at 12:30 today and went out and worked for another 7 hours. So I'm wiped again, but I have enough mental energy to like scramble together a recording. Because I only had like 4 hours of sleep the previous night, which was bad. But today we got a little bit of energy, and I'm going to use that energy wisely. And by that, I mean we are going to work on chiseling out some of spawn area today, getting ready for the massive renovation that needs to take place in here over the next few weeks. And so, we are going to begin the process of eating away a ton of dirt, because the ground height has to be lowered way down to, like, I think 67 it is? Don't quote me on that, something like that. Just in my testing world, I should know this, but we'll start by bringing it down to 70. We'll do that to be safe. Let's eat away at the terrain. So yeah, this is today's episode for you. It's just doing a bit of spawn work, chit-chatting, and trying to tide you guys over until I can get a better episode. Hopefully tomorrow. I can't really make a promise for tomorrow yet. Yeah, it's dangerous to promise anything right now. I have such a busy week ahead of me. The 2 weeks leading up to spring break are really going to be chaotic IRL, so I don't know. Like, I don't want to do nothing, and I intend on recording and stuff, but I can't make any recording date promises, to be honest. That's the problem right now. I mean, I just don't know. I know tomorrow night I'm probably going to spend, like, 3 hours, maybe, late in the evening over at my grandparents' house, doing some culinary assignments, because they have a nicer kitchen than we have at the farmhouse, so I mean, like, I'm gonna probably be gone most of tomorrow evening, and that's after I feed the pigs and do all that fun stuff, which takes up a lot of my day as well, so I'll try to squeeze in an episode at some point tomorrow, but again, it's one of those things that if I promise you right now, I'd just be misleading, because I can't promise anything. I mean, I can promise that I'll try my best to try to find time to record an episode. I can promise that. I mean, I'm enjoying right now moving the series along. I'm getting some of my inspiration to play the game back, so that helps. I mean, it goes in and out so much when I'm busy, and recently I just have this desire to build, so I mean, look at the last episode. I just thought of beforehand a few blocks I could use in there, and I basically designed that chicken cooker room on camera, live, and it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot, so, if Spawn wasn't such a big deal, I would consider live streaming the creative process of designing it, because, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of good footage I could get out of that, doing some of these live designs, and maybe I should. I mean, maybe it would be a good spot to get some community feedbacks. Maybe I should launch Minecraft with Fabric so I can have, world editing so I can change stuff around, and I should show you guys some of the, inner testing that goes into designing a server spawn. I'm excited to continue on with it. I think I talked about in the last episode, that's why there wasn't a better timed episode to yesterday's, because, I was gonna record Friday night or early Saturday morning, and I launched a testing world, and I said, oh, I was gonna spend like half an hour working on the spawn design, and I ended up spending like my entire night. And that's why I only got 4 hours of sleep, because I had to get up Saturday morning at 8 something to get, pig food. So I've had like I've had a roller coaster every weekend, not gonna lie. Definitely need some time to relax, and I'm not going to get that. I mean, the next few months are going to be incredibly busy. I mean, basically from now until I graduate in early mid-June, it's going to just be non-stop working. And, like, in some ways I like that. I like working. I always say it's always easier to be happy when you're working, because you can block out all the bad thoughts. You're too busy to be in a bad mood at times. I mean, when I get more worn out and things start slowing down at the end of the day, I get a little bit cranky. Like tonight, I couldn't find my... It's not so stupid talking about it on camera, but I couldn't find my little feeding pail I use for the pigs. And I think it was misplaced by either my friend that was helping us or my dad, but I got so mad that I could not find my damn little bucket. I'm like, where is it? It's like yelling to myself because nobody else was there at that point. I was just all alone trying to finish the job up for the day. I'm like, ugh. I don't know. Of course, I also woke up today and dropped my phone in pig shit right away, so that was fun. It fell right out of my pocket into a little, like, it wasn't deep pig shit, but it was enough that my phone was dirty, so I actually still have my phone drying off here from when I washed it when I finally got back in 7 hours after dropping it. Like, it's just been a wild day. And a wild weekend. But, I don't know. Hopefully, spring break can give me some time to relax a little bit. Although I suspect if the forecast holds, I might be able to start spring field work during spring break, which actually does make me excited. I'm so ready to get out in a tractor and start digging up ground, but the weather has not quite been ideal for that yet. Although it's unusual that we have this early of a snow melt. The last few years we've been really unfortunate, and it's been cold all the way up until like mid-April. Well, I can't rule anything out because this is Minnesota. It makes me it makes me cautiously optimistic that we're having some fairly good warm weather in the middle of March, right after we spent 2 weeks below zero last month. So I mean, take it as you will. I should specify 0 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. For you Celsius folks, that's like, I think 18 degrees below zero. I don't know, something like that. I definitely prefer Fahrenheit. I can see a lot of the reason why people like metric, and personally, I don't mind a lot of metric, but like, Fahrenheit's the one I'm a stickler for. I hate Celsius. It's like, yeah, 0 and 100 is convenient, I get it, but the precision you get by using Fahrenheit, I mean, there's almost, I mean, what is it, like 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit for every degree Celsius, so like, you can describe changes in the weather so much better. I mean, 10 degrees Celsius is a huge difference, whereas 10 degrees Fahrenheit isn't quite as big, so I don't know. I've always, this kind of, now this is just going off the rails, but I've always thought that there should just be a modified Fahrenheit, that freezing is 20 and boiling is 200. Bam. Just 12 degrees shifted from the current system, but, that way, it still has the precision, but the numbers are a little easier to memorize, because it is kind of a cool idea that, boiling would just be 10 times warmer than freezing. I don't know. Like, maybe that's just me in my nerdiness, but, I mean, I know some people, like, get the whole, like, customary metric thing, and they use it as, like, either a way to, episode after working all day. I know some people like turn it into like a nationalism thing, like, oh yeah, the U.S. sucks, or the U.S. is great, yeah, over the stupid measurement unit argument. But I don't see it like that. I'm not a fan of Fahrenheit because it's just the American unit. I like Fahrenheit because it's more convenient. I mean, from a science standpoint, I get why Celsius is better for that, but for a day-to-day usage type of deal, I don't know why anybody in their right mind would ever think that Celsius is better. And yes, I just placed that to find something to try that out. But enough rambling on temperature units. What else can I chit-chat about? I don't know. I'm tired. Honestly, not in the greatest mood to record an episode, but I'm like, I don't want to miss an episode. I said I would, in the last episode, I said I would have an episode tomorrow, and I want to keep that commitment, so. I'm trying to, like, record a short episode that has time to get up before midnight, so it won't be an exceptionally long episode either. I should note that now. What's in this chest? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'm gonna clean that up at some point. My dirt mine statistics gonna skyrocket from this. Although my time on TC this week has been basically limited to this episode, last episode, and a little bit of time I worked on the Titancraft bag. And possibly more to my swamp island. Yeah. The Titancraft server, though, has been a little bit quiet recently, I will admit. I mean, there's been a few of us that have been on quite a bit, but besides that, for a group of 50 Titans, it's been quiet. And yeah, actually, I don't think I addressed that in the last episode. After our live stream the other night on Friday, one of the people that was there for almost the entire night, K2, joined the group. So that's kind of fun. So we're back at 50 Titans for a few days. I'm assuming we have a few people approaching 12 weeks of inactivity, which is the long-running inactivity requirement. They get the basic level, and so inactive removals for at least 2 people that seem imminent on Friday night. Although, you know, I don't know how much I've talked about that activity rule, because it's one of Titancraft's longest standing rules. I believe that activity rule was implemented way, way back in Titancraft Season 4. Like, that's an ancient rule at this point. God, I have so much stuff. Let me run back to base and see if we can empty some of this at all. I mean, that box is just stuffed. Alright, let's go see if there's room for grass and dirt. Otherwise, I might just start throwing. I want to pick up the cobblestone, because cobblestone is more useful at this point. Oh, and I will clean up the outside of the mountain in the next few days. That's going to be a goal. I mean, the mountain exterior should technically be easier to work on than the interior, I'd hope. But who knows? I always say stuff like that, and then I eat it. Then I just completely eat my words at some point, so... You know, that's just kind of how life goes. Oh, what's over there? That looks like the next big skyscraper. Cool. I know Ghost have been trying to develop the community district a little bit more, so that's kind of fun. Boop, 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 snoop. Maybe we will wrap it up here in a few minutes, though. Oh my god, we have a lot of grass. We don't have room for more, I can confirm that. Oops. Okay, so I think we're going to be throwing out grass. Unless, do we have room for a new overflow chest down here? No. Oh, is that where I'm storing gravel? Oh, yeah, apparently. Okay. That's going to be the new overflow chest. It used to be the overflow chest for stone, but I think after I chewed up a bunch of my stone supply, it was no longer needed. How much cobble do I have? Not much anymore, actually. Yeah. So much to do, so little time. That's just the thing. But yeah, I am going to, I think, wrap it up here once I clean up my inventory. We'll go back to spawn, I guess, and do a little bit more as we sign off. But I don't want to drag the episode out too much because, quite frankly, it's gonna just get boring. It's gonna get boring, and I want to make sure this episode can get up before midnight. So that's kind of the dealio here. And there should be, again, an episode tomorrow or Tuesday, and I don't know. I'm already starting to slow down on my upload pace a little more than I wanted to. I'm just trying to, like, keep an eye on the calendar. I mean, what, we will be down to... I guess pretty soon we'll be down to just 60 episodes left in the season. And by early April, we'll be down to 50. I mean, the last 50 episodes, though, are going to be pretty well spread out, and... I don't know. It's gonna be interesting how they go. I'm so excited about this. I know there's part of me that's really nervous because I'm like, Titancraft has been the one staple of my life for so long doing this series, and the idea that I'm gonna be moving on to the next chapter for real. This time, like last time, I was like, I tied Titancraft to me quitting YouTube, and that was a bad idea, and because I'm definitely not ready to be completely done with YouTube yet. And so, like, there's gonna be different YouTube adventures yet and different experiments I try, but oh yeah, my hostile creatures are off. Oh, that's fun. That was from when I went to the Enderman farm the other day. Yep, that's friendly creatures. Oh, why are they so low? Actually, we'll put them back at 20. Hostile. There we go. 69. Nice. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the end of the season. I am excited, though, for some of the big stuff we have to come. And I can't wait to show off my base. That's like, when I get to work on my base over spring break, that's one of my most exciting things. I can't wait to show you guys how that's going to look. And I can't wait to see it for myself, honestly, too. I've had the idea in my head now since I basically thought of the idea of Season 10 and Season 6, so... And back then I wasn't going to wait until Season 10 to build this base. It was going to be a base quite a ways before. And finally, when I realized in Season 9 that Season 9 wasn't going to be all that long of a season, I'm like, hey, what a great thing to just save for the final season. So, that's that, I guess. But that, I think, is going to do it for today. I don't have a whole lot else I want to chit-chat about, so I think wrapping it here is probably our best bet. And we'll be back again, hopefully tomorrow or the day after that or something, with some more action and fun and games. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking with us as always. On the note, have yourselves a great day. This has been Titanic, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Titancraft Season 10. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.